I'm working out, it's resistance training day.
But you can't.
Why?
You're pregnant.
Yeah, so?
A workout? But shouldn't you be resting and taking it easy? Yeah, like you are super fragile. You should just be eating for two and resting.
What? Ah!
Extraordinary athletes helping you fit fitness even to the busiest of lives.
So be sure to check out some of our other playlists, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you never miss one of our videos.
And for today, we're going to be starting a new little mini playlist all about pregnancy and fitness, which we're giving to you with some first-hand perspective because
I'm pregnant and currently in my 3rd trimester, which means it's T-minus 2 months till it's baby time. Part of being an ordinary athlete for some women is that they'll need to figure out how to fit fitness into their lives when they're pregnant. And so in this video, we'll present you with some tips and also tackle some issues that some women face during pregnancy, including number 1, managing other people's perceptions, the benefits of working out. Number 2, how hard you should work out, gauging intensity properly. Number 3, some do's and don'ts, how to still hit that core. And number 4, signs you should stop working out. So, let's get into this. Number 1, managing other people's perceptions and understanding the benefits of working out. Now, when it comes to exercising during pregnancy, it's crucial to get the go-ahead from your doctor, your midwife, or your healthcare provider. Get that green light first. Different people will have different issues, different potential complications, and different abilities, which will all significantly impact how you're able to exercise. That doesn't mean that you can't or shouldn't work out. It just means that you need to be careful and proceed in an informed way. And this is where my personal story and frustrations come in. So say your doctor or your midwife or your healthcare provider gave you a green light. You got this. You have a personal workout program designed specifically for you. Everything sounds good, right? You're still going to encounter many people who will think automatically that they are experts on your body the moment your pregnancy is visible. I kid you not. I've encountered people who told me that I shouldn't exercise, that it's bad for the baby, that it's bad for me, that I'm making a big mistake. I have a few stories like this. I have a public Instagram account, and since I found out that I was pregnant, I've been posting pregnancy progress pictures. Now, what I didn't expect is to get an array of unsolicited advice from total strangers telling me to calm down, relax, take it easy, stop working out altogether, let go of the exercise and really enjoy that pregnancy. What they don't realize is that I enjoy exercise, I revel in it. So back off. So that's strangers from Instagram. Now let's talk about friends and family. Love you guys. And I know that the advice comes from the heart, but some types of advice that I've received during this pregnancy went along the lines of you need to stop working out altogether, or you need to cut back on weightlifting. So the advice is coming from a great place, however, it's also very misinformed. This kind of random unsolicited advice has become so prevalent towards expecting parents that even WebMD has articles coaching parents on how to handle it. So let's tackle these uninformed opinions. There are a lot of benefits to working out while pregnant. This includes helping you feel physically better, which may occur for a number of reasons, such as relieving backache, improving your posture, and improving strength in your back, butt, and thighs. It also reduces constipation and assists with wear and tear on your joints because they get a little bit looser during pregnancy due to normal hormone changes. And finally, it helps you sleep better by reducing stress and anxiety that otherwise may make you feel anxious and lead to a sleepless night. Apart from physically feeling better, working out can also prepare your body for birth. Think about it this way. If you've signed up for a marathon or an intense obstacle course in 9 months, would you then spend those 9 months just resting it out, eating whatever you want and doing nothing? No, you would want to prepare for that. Same with pregnancy. Strong muscles and a fit heart can ease labor and delivery. Improved breathing abilities can assist in pain management, and increased endurance can help during those long labors. We'll link to an article down below that briefly describes the ways in which exercising can actually improve your labor. And exercising during your pregnancy will help you regain your pre-pregnancy body once your bundle of joy has arrived. Additionally, there is recent evidence that exercise and proper diet can even help prevent certain pregnancy complications like gestational diabetes. This is a condition that's been on the rise, and the US Center for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that every year 2 to 10% of pregnant women will get gestational diabetes, and it may keep getting worse. And finally, it helps your fetus, it helps your future baby. Exercise in pregnancy is associated with a decrease in offspring that are significantly small for their gestational age, which means that it decreases the chances of you having a significantly smaller baby. So at this point, hopefully you see that while those who say not to exercise may be well-intentioned, they may also be a little bit misguided.
Now, despite these benefits of exercise, we should point out that there will be limitations to what you could and should do. And there's a general rule of thumb. The level of intensity as well as the workout routine will largely depend on what you were doing before pregnancy. And if you weren't working out before your pregnancy, don't despair. You can always start now. As long as you are approved by your physician, you can start doing introductory level exercises. Now, for those of you who are already active before pregnancy, the idea is that you still will be able to work out while pregnant, but you should not be increasing the intensity and you should not be making any new gains while pregnant. So don't be thinking that you'll be setting new personal records. So you will have to listen to your body and lower the intensity as you progress through your pregnancy. Now, for Irada, before she got pregnant, she used to do high intensity interval training. She was well versed in resistance training, and she used to work out 5 days a week. Now, even though she did lower the intensity of her workouts while she's pregnant, someone that isn't aware of what she did before may look at her workouts and think it's too intense. So remember, it all depends on where you started from. Now, we don't have time today to go into great details about intensity or the proper routine creation, but if that is something that you are interested in, let us know in the comments below and we will make a video about that. But for a comprehensive review of the benefits of working out while pregnant and the proper guidelines to follow, one of the best articles that we've seen is from Brad Schoenfeld in the 2011 Strength and Conditioning Journal. This gives a detailed overview of the misconceptions, the exercises, the benefits, and the safety considerations. So check that out in the description below. One thing that we need to point out in this video is this myth that's been widely circulating. And this myth says that there is a certain heart rate at which pregnant women should stay below. And this is incorrect. Guidelines about heart rates have largely been eliminated and treated by the scientific community as unreliable. As this article in fitnessmagazine.com correctly points out, using heart rate as a measure of exertion might be unreliable in pregnancy because of the many physiological changes that happen in order to support a growing fetus. Blood volume, heart rate, and cardiac output, the amount of blood your heart pumps per minute, all increase in a mother-to-be. At the same time, systemic vascular resistance, aka the amount of resistance that the body has to overcome in order to push blood through the circulatory system, decreases. Because of all these changes, your heart rate may not increase in response to exercise in the same way that it did before pregnancy. So what to do? Employ the concept of the rate of perceived exertion. What is generally recommended for pregnant women is the talk test. You don't want to be exercising so vigorously that you can't breathe and complete a sentence. Hey, question for you, right? But at the same time, you shouldn't be easily able to sing a song while working out.
Baby, 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 yeah! Woo! Baby, 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 yeah!
Something in between is the sweet spot.
Do's and don'ts. There are some general do's and don'ts when deciding what exercises to do while you're pregnant. Some of the don'ts are kind of obvious, but they also include very heavy lifts, especially those lifts that you don't tend to do pre-pregnancy. You're gonna typically want to do at least 10 reps when you're lifting weights, and do not try to get to your 1 rep max.
Yes! Gotta get them gains!
Yes!
Yeah. You ready?
Okay. Hey, what are you doing?
Gotta beat my 1 rep max. No! This is not right.
Holding your breath, whether it's doing yoga or lifts or any exercise in general, that's generally a no-no. You don't want to be limiting your oxygen flow. Exercises lying on your back, especially after the first trimester of pregnancy, should be avoided. And that's because the weight of your uterus can actually put pressure on a vein called the vena cava, which will start limiting blood flow to your uterus, your brain, and your heart. Exercises that involve lying on your stomach, because that's where the fetus is developing. And while you're pregnant, you're gonna want to avoid any types of contact or high impact sports like hockey or baseball or basketball, because they put you at increased risk of injury. Scuba diving should be avoided because that excess pressure can result in birth defects and other issues. Any activity that increases your risk of falling should also be avoided because it increases your risk of injury to both you and your fetus. So this includes things like gymnastics or horseback riding, water skiing, and other sports like that. Any sports that involve going to high altitudes could potentially induce altitude sickness, which could restrict oxygen supply to your fetus. Overheating. If your body temperature gets too high, which is generally above 102 degrees Fahrenheit or 38.9 degrees Celsius, and that lasts for more than 10 minutes, that overheating can cause problems with your fetus. So avoid exercising outside on hot days, and remember to stay hydrated. And if you're gonna go to the pool, stay away from the hot tub and the sauna. Now, one of the biggest don'ts has to do with core training, and you might hear people telling you not to do it at all. But this is an unhelpful overstatement. The problem with certain core exercises such as sit-ups or crunches is that a separation of the abdominal muscles can occur called diastasis recti. Diastasis recti results from the growing uterus pushing against the abdominal wall, which is more susceptible to separation during pregnancy. And it's important to note that having a strong core before pregnancy can significantly reduce the chances of this happening. But this doesn't mean that core training should be abandoned. On the contrary, core training is still really key, and as Schoenfeld points out in the 2011 article that we referenced before, static endurance-based core exercises are ideal for the pregnant woman because they've been shown to promote back health while minimizing stress to the spine. Examples would include a standard plank. Remember to keep your body as straight as possible and your spine in a neutral position. Bird dog. Again, remember to keep your spine in a neutral position, and once you've held the position for as long as you'd like to, remember to switch to the opposite hand and leg. Side bridge. Remember to keep your legs straight and your arm in line with your shoulder. And of course, remember to switch sides. So there are definitely ways to still be hitting that core while pregnant.
Okay, so we've been promoting training while you're pregnant and giving you some tips and tricks to help get you started on your way. But there are some signs you should be wary of that might give you pause. If you experience any of these adverse reactions, cease exercise immediately and call your doctor. These are going to include vaginal bleeding, dyspnea before exertion, dizziness, headaches, chest pains, muscle weakness, calf pain or swelling, preterm labor, decreased fetal movement, and amniotic fluid leakage.
That's right, so be mindful of these and look out for them.
And we've got one more bonus tip for you.
And you may not like this one, ladies, but don't use pregnancy as an excuse to just eat everything you see around you. You're not eating to double your personal weight. You may not require as many extra calories as you may think.
That's right. So definitely come up with a nutrition and diet plan that works and makes sense for you with your medical professionals. But for so long, there's been this myth that's being propagated out there that when you're pregnant, it should just be a free-for-all. And unfortunately, the same unhealthy foods didn't suddenly become healthy because you got pregnant. So don't fall for this easy trap.
And if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on those notifications so that you never miss our videos. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!
Bye!